Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So I'm just going to try this again. Yesterday I did some swatches on this beautiful Natasha Denona gold palette that my friend Beauty Dreams by Naomi lovingly sent to me. I'm really appreciative to have it, and the swatches turned out beautifully, but then there was some kind of file error on the card. I think what I'm best doing is just buying a new card. I have noticed on my memory card it's kind of breaking a little bit, and I've not had it that long, and I'm not rough when I use it, but I feel like I should get a new one. So this palette, said in yesterday's video, I can see this being one of my favourites for sure, especially my favourite in the Natasha Denona collection. I mean, I do like the bronze palette and I like the glam, but this was the first ever palette I wanted to get for myself, but it was just so expensive, and obviously when you're not working, it's £111 in the UK, or it was before it got discontinued, and I didn't have the money at that time. So I've done template swatches from yesterday. They're still on the camera, but we'll just go through the swatches again. It's just absolutely beautiful. I was saying in yesterday's video, this shade here, Lime Chrome, and this shade here, what's that one called again? Aurora, are my favourites by far. So let's just go through the swatches again and we'll talk about what I feel about them. Let me know as well, guys, if you have this palette in your collection. It's certainly not a new palette, but it's new to me, and yeah, I can definitely see myself wearing it a lot, especially this shade here. This let's zoom out, especially that shade there, that nice duo chrome. It's just really pretty. So that one is Lime Chrome. I think the next one is Python. Yeah, it is. Next one is Python. So that's that one there. So currently at the moment I've not been into work now for 2 days, purely because I've been having really bad back problems. I pulled it last week at work, so that one's Python there. Yeah, I pulled it last week at work, and I've just been to see my doctor, and he said I've pulled a muscle really quite badly. He's given me some diclofenac painkillers. Apparently they're meant to be really good. He's also given me dissolvable paracetamol, because I have real trouble taking like tablets without a coating on them, so he's given me some of them as well. And then I asked about working, and he said, well, you can go back to work, but it would have to be light duties. So I've spoke to the agency that got me the work in the first place. I've shown them the fit note that I've got. It all depends whether they've got any work for me. So I'm still waiting on a call from them. Now, if I don't get a call back from them by tomorrow, I'm just gonna start looking for work. Already 2 companies have contacted me today, so I don't feel like I'll have problems getting work. But yeah, that's just how I'm feeling at the moment. You guys probably know that I've had back trouble over the weekend. I took Friday off. I was hoping it would have been better by Monday and I could have gone back to work. My supervisor from the job actually called my agency just about something completely different, and was really concerned about me, my agency said. So obviously I haven't lost my job, I haven't been fired. I mean, a lot of people have taken days off and they've just got fired, so they do know I'm a good worker, but it's whether I'm up to doing that job, which, to be honest with you guys, I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I'm physically strong enough. I mean, 25 kilos and above is just too much for me. So let me know your thoughts on that down below. What would you do if you was in my situation? I know it's easy a lot of the time for other people to say, well, I would leave, but obviously I need the money, and I can't actually leave this job until I've got something else to go to. But would you be lifting those kind of weights is more the question that I'm asking. So the next shade is Sparks. This is quite a sheer one. It's more of a glitter topper. Can you see how sheer it is? It really reminds me of the one in my W7 palette, because that's really sheer as well. I'll be interested to compare the swatches. I'll do that in a separate video though. So that's that one, Sparks. Then we've got a nice transition shade which is called Aria or Aria, depending on which way you want to pronounce it. They're just so creamy and buttery. It's really, really pretty. And then the last one is another shimmer, which is called Carver. How are you guys all doing anyway? I hope you're all well. So that's that one there. I am just a little bit devastated that I've had to take 2 days off, so that means if I am able to go into work today, it means I'm going to lose 2 days pay. 1 day for last week and 1 day for this week, which isn't ideal as I've got bills to pay, but if I can get in today and be on light duties, then that's good for me, because obviously I can start earning again. And I'll come out next week with 4 days pay. It's not exactly ideal, but I needed those 2 days off to recuperate. But what you could really say is I've had 5 days off because I've had the weekend as well. So the next shade is a lovely green shimmer called Aurora. This was only meant to be a swatch video and it's a health update as well. Yeah, so I was meant to get this palette for myself a couple of years ago. So that's Aurora there. And I got very, very salty about it. I think I saw it in Black Friday for about £80. And I thought that's really, really good. I'm going to get it. But then my glam palette that my mum was supposed to be getting me last Christmas, 2 of the shades came broken. And it's no big deal. I managed to repress them. But when it came broken to me and shadow was everywhere in the palette, I'm like, I can't let my mum buy that palette. So I had to buy it, and £60 a lot of money when you're not working as well. So I had to buy that palette, and every year I tend to get presents for myself and put them up. Every year I tend to get presents for myself and put them away in a Christmas box. Luckily I did that, so she bought them for me and I bought the glam palette. But then when it came to buying this palette from Look Fantastic, I'm like, no, I'm not buying it this year. I'll buy it next Black Friday. And I wish so much that I didn't, guys, because obviously it's cost Naomi a lot of money to buy it, a lot of money to ship it. It did cost me some money as well at my end, which I'm not too bothered about that. I'm more bothered about how much Naomi spent, and I'll always appreciate what she's done for me. Right, so the next shade is Dijon. So it's like a mustard shade. So that's why I'll try and use this as much as I can. Like when I'm not filming, I'll do a look with it. Obviously I'm going to do looks with it on camera. Like I think I'll do 5 days, 5 looks. How many shimmers have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could do a week with this palette quite easily. Yeah. I'm going to be doing some looks. I'm going to be doing a collaboration with Beauty Dreams by Naomi and Banning Panning and Beyond, and then I'll figure out what's left to use. But I could quite easily do a week alone with this palette. But it depends whether I've got time. I think this is great to use over that Christmas festive period because it's got all these greens and golds in it. I think to use it over that period would be really, really nice to do quite a few looks. I think I'm going to be getting quite a bit of time off over Christmas. I don't think the warehouse will be open, but I might be wrong. So yeah, I might be able to do more looks than I have been doing recently. Right, the next shade is Aurora. O-I-O. This one is absolutely beautiful. It's one of my favourite shades in the palette because it's not like a gold. It's got that orange undertone. It's just really, really pretty. It does remind me of a deeper version of this one here, of lime chrome, but it doesn't have like a duochrome underneath it. Then we've got a dark brown matte, which would look good as a lash line shadow in the outer V. I just love this palette. I love it. And that one, what was that? Log. And then the last one in that row is called Varys, which is a really nice bronze. So that's that one. So at the moment, this is the only palette of this size that I've got. I've got 3 of the middies, 2 of the minis. This one, I don't know what size this was called. I don't know if this is classed as the larger size, because they do an even larger size than this, don't they? So I don't know if it's classed as that. It's classed as one size up from the midi though, isn't it? But yeah, I've got just one of those now. I'm getting another one, which is the what's it called? Natasha Denona. Is it Chromia or something like that? The one that's got the multi-chromes in anyway. I'm getting that for Christmas and my birthday off my mum. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to have that. And then I'll have 2 this size. And I'm thinking about getting the Metropolis palette for myself. Now, again, I am a bit salty with Look Fantastic, which I'll just do this bottom row and then we'll talk about why. So the first shade on the 3rd row is called Brass. These are just so pigmented. Right, that's not as pigmented as that shade there, but that is really foiled, so I wouldn't expect it to. Just going to go in with another swatch of it. So that's that. Then we have Sandstone. So that's Sandstone. Then we have Alchemist, another shimmer. So that's that one. That's pretty foiled as well. Still not as foiled as this one here. Then we have another matte called Teak. So that one's Teak. And then we've got one last shimmer, which is called Aurora. Which is, it feels a lot like the white one, but this one is so much more pigmented. You can see that there. Just go in with another swatch. So that's that one there. Now I was surprised that this came in one piece, because we all know how soft Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes are. But Naomi wrapped it up really, really well, and both palettes came to me unharmed, which I'm super appreciative about. I said to her, even if it doesn't, as long as there's shadow not everywhere, I'll be able to repress it, because I've gotten quite good at repressing things. But why am I salty with Look Fantastic? So do you know that Natasha Denona mini Metropolis palette? I ordered it and it basically said that it was in stock, so I thought, yes, I'll quick buy it. And it's still showing that it's in stock now, but because I've made such a huge stink about it, they've finally put something that stock will be delivered once it's arrived. In fact, I don't even think it says that. It says something. I want to get you the correct wording. So let's have a look. I don't even need to log in to do this. Right, so can you see here how it... Let's go back a minute. Right, so can you see here how it's available for quick buy? So obviously it tells you about the item. So if you click on it, now when I bought it, I clicked on it, and it didn't say anything about it not being in stock, but now it says stock will be dispatched to you as soon as we receive it from our supplier. So in my mind, this should say unavailable. It shouldn't say add to basket. The more and more people that want this are going to get it, and they're probably not going to have enough stock to send out to everyone. So it should basically have a cut-off point. They don't have the stock in, so they should basically say, look, we don't have the stock in, or unavailable, awaiting stock, anything along those lines. But it's looking like they still have it in. I mean, not everyone's going to read that small print, and they've only just put that up recently since I made a complaint about it, because it wasn't there when I went to order it, because I did scroll up and down. I do still want it. I mean, they were saying to me, look, you know, if you don't want to wait, we can refund you your money back. And I said, no, I do still want it. I don't agree with the fact that consumers can obviously quick buy it or click on it and buy it that way, and you're not telling them that you don't even have the stock available. So I think that they put that little notice there because obviously of what I've said, and probably what other customers have said as well. So yeah, not happy with Look Fantastic again. They do sell it in Colour Beauty, so I was saying to my friends, if I don't have it in the next 2 weeks, I'm definitely going to cancel the order and get it from Colour Beauty. The only problem is, if I wait, I run the risk of losing out completely, but I've decided to buy the bigger Metropolis palette anyway, and I know it's probably not the same shades, but I don't tend to mind not having the minis. Like, I could have bought the mini Zendo and I haven't, just due to the fact that I've got the bigger Zendo palette. So yeah, I'm gonna see what happens in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I've already paid for it. I don't really want to request a refund because it takes them ages. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you informed, but hopefully it will just arrive. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed at first because I got this foundation. Let's show you. Got this foundation here, which I've wanted to try for quite a while, ever since I knew it was being released. It's a L'Oreal True Match. So I've wanted to try this ever since I heard that it had been released. It's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Plumping Tinted Serum. And mine is in 0.5 to 2, which is very, very light. So yeah, I mean, I've tried it and it's quite nice. I do want to give it a little bit more of a try though, until I give you my overall thoughts. So anyway, I bought them both together. I just thought to myself, well, if I'm buying the palette, I may as well get this, and then I won't have to pay shipping twice. And this came by itself, and I'm like, well, where's the palette? I was looking everywhere for the palette, and the palette's not even been dispatched yet. So that's that, and that's my little rant over, guys. All the shades, you're going to get to see the template swatches as well in another clip. But yeah, this concludes the video for now. I mean, I'm sure you've just seen how beautiful this is, but let me know if you've got this in your collection and what your thoughts are of it. Obviously I've not tried it yet, I've just swatched it, but these are the beautiful swatches. Just look at that shade there. The camera's not picking it up, but like when I look at it, it's like a gold, but it's got like a green shift to it, which is this one here, this duochrome. It's absolutely beautiful. Those swatches are not really doing the palette any justice. I think this shade here and this shade here are my two favourites, and I really like that Dijon mustard shade. Can't wait to dig into it. But yeah, this is gonna go with my other Natasha Denona palettes, and again, they are the swatches. So guys, thank you for watching today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. It means the absolute world. Please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.